So guys, the Arnold UK Expo just happened this weekend and I thought we'd do a video basically explaining my opinions on it, what I thought about it and what other people have said. If you don't know, I used to go to the Expos a hell of a lot, literally since back in 2015, 2016 days when it was Body Power. I used to go to all the events to the point when it actually died down, COVID happened, and then Arnold took over itself, which was the Arnold Classic. First event the actual Classic was absolutely rubbish. A lot of people agree with me. There was no organisation, it was a massive mess about. Obviously COVID was still happening at the time, things didn't go the right way. It was still a decent expo, but a lot of things didn't go the right way to the point where Arnold himself didn't even turn up to the event. But then obviously there was a year between that, taken over again by the new team, which I believe is Brian Powers and obviously his team. In 2024 the expo came back and it was absolutely amazing, to the point where everyone had attended, even Lex Fitness, when I even met him, Lex Griffin, when I spoke to him, but it felt like it was back in the golden days, back in the really good days, like 2018 Body Power days. Like, so it was kind of like basically if you imagine like Gymshark and Machine Fitness or My Protein and USN, everyone's competing to get as many people as they can get over, playing loud music, chucking out samples, those different competitions. 2024 was absolutely amazing. Everyone there, all the athletes were there. Arnold was there himself. The big time bodybuilders like Dorian Yates was there. The massive stands. Young LA were there, which had the huge stand there, bringing all the athletes from America, all the influencers over. It was amazing. So obviously 2025, it didn't happen. No idea why. Everyone was confused. There was no updates. Everyone was like, is it happening? Is it not happening? There was a lot of information going around, misinformation. And then it got announced that it was happening in 2026. It's come to March 2026. The Arnold Classic is happening. We've gone over onto the weekend. We've all traveled down there and it has been one massive disappointment. I'm not the only person to say it. You can literally go down the official Instagram page of the Arnold Sports Festival and the amount of comments on posts of people just saying we're left disheartened, disappointed and just having a crap time. It's very interesting to see. As myself, as someone who's gone to these expos before and obviously experienced the good times and bad times in expos, it left me feeling very disappointed with it, very disheartened, to the point where I don't think I'm going to go next year. I don't know, it might change, but if it's like it was this year, I wouldn't go again. And the reason for that is there was too many people there. They completely oversold the tickets. On the Saturday, it was ridiculously busy. The actual size of the event was ridiculous. It was completely small compared to last time. Last time it was in two different halls. This time it was in one long hallway. The stands, there was a few places where the stands were just massive open space between the stands. There was no big companies there. Young LA dropped out. I don't know the reason why, but they dropped out. They were supposed to be the main sponsor for the event like last time, where obviously on this stage you could see Young LA and everything around there, the branding. But Young LA didn't have a stand there. None of the athletes were there. There was none of the big name brands like My Protein or anything. USM was there, but their stand was small again. But none of the big brands turned up. None of them, and even the big athletes weren't there. Like Dorian Yates has had a stand every single year and even his stand wasn't there. Like, you used to be able to go before, like in 2024, if you want to see Sam Sulek, you could go see him. If you want to go see like all the Young LA stuff, you could go see him. If you want to see Arnold, you know that he would be walking around and you get a glimpse of him. Everyone used to be there, like before, like Rich Piana, obviously back in the days when he was obviously here. Rich Piana used to be there. Martin Ford used to be there on all the stands, the 5% stand. Mutant stand used to be amazing. Just no one was there. Like, there was no big athletes, even to the point where the big athletes that were there, which, like Wesley Vissers, he'd just obviously done the Arnold, and obviously I know that he would have been tired. There was only like a certain slot where he was on the stand at the ESN stand. Throughout the day, like on the Sunday when he was supposed to be there, I think it got to about like 1 o'clock and he wasn't actually there through the day. And obviously I know he'd just competed, but then the amount of marketing and promotion that's gone around this expo, saying you get to meet these are going to be here, these are going to be at this stand, people are going to be here, and just the amount of people that left disappointed because the people that they want to see and aspire to aren't even there. Like, there's the guy called Noel Diesel, Noel Diesel, I can't pronounce his name, sorry. I absolutely love his content, love the person that he is, love what he stands for, especially the dad side of him and that. Absolutely brilliant guy. The Arnold UK promoted the heck out of him, saying meet Noel, he's going to be on this stand, he's going to be here. It wasn't at the event. Don't know the reason why, it might have been something personal, but they marketed the hell out of this and other people to see, and they weren't there. I know a lot of people were very disappointed with it. Like I said, none of the big name brands were there. There were a lot of brands there which people have never heard of before. But then the other thing which I obviously experienced myself, when you go to an expo, you're paying a hell of a lot of money already to get in there. If you're going to the expo, you shouldn't have to pay to the challenges. There were brands there that were asking you to pay £5 to do a challenge, and you might have won like a £2 beaker or like a £2 water bottle, but you might not have won it, you had to do like 20 push-ups. Why am I entering a competition and having to pay to enter that competition when I've already paid a hell of a lot of amount? Like, the tickets themselves expensive. The parking was like £8 per day to park there. You've obviously got to pay for your transport to get down there, your hotels to stay over there, plus for tickets. Before you know it, you're paying, like, if it's 2 a year going, it's easily a £600 weekend. That's before you even spend it on food and doing anything else, and gyms. So why am I paying extra to do challenges to try your brand? It's very, very crap. And then the other thing as well is we're just like the amount of samples. Yeah, people are giving out samples and stuff, but then as many as it used to be. Obviously, if you went around and like did screenshots and stuff, you could get more samples. I just think it was just so much misinformation to the point where after the expos happened, it's actually clicked in my head. Throughout the upcoming to the Arnold, not once did they upload an actual floor plan of what it was going to be. Every year that the expos happened, they've uploaded a floor plan. They've uploaded exactly who is exhibiting, like all the athletes that are going to be there, the brands that are going to be there. This didn't happen this year. They uploaded like the sponsors, but they didn't upload anything to say who was exhibiting, where they were going to be, what stand numbers they were going to be, or a floor plan. And the reason for it, let's face it, is because I think if a lot of people saw the floor plan and realised that not many big names were there, like a lot of people would have just turned around and said, no, I'm not doing it, I'm cancelling the ticket, I'm not going to buy a ticket. To the point where a lot of people actually held off buying their ticket until the last minute because they didn't know who was attending. And then obviously they've bought the ticket, they've gone to the event, and then very, very disappointed from it. To the point where, like I said, me and Reese, we've gone to every event before, and we probably won't be going again. If it's like it was this year, we won't be. Which is very, very shit because we actually love the event. Obviously, when you're spending that much money, and obviously you want to meet your athletes, you want to meet your inspirations, you want to try new brands, try new challenges, make a very, very good weekend out of it. When it was like it was, and like I said, it was very oversold on Saturday as well. Couldn't walk around. It was very cramped. Very, very disheartening. If you went to the expo, let me know. It was your first time. What did you think about it? If you've been before, let me know what you thought about it compared to other times. Did you get any freebies? Did you do any challenges? What were your thoughts on it? Obviously, I know people can have different opinions, that's completely fine. From someone who has obviously gone to the expos before and experienced for body power, experience for good Arnold days, obviously experienced it this time. Me, very, very disheartened to the point where I don't know if I'm going to go again. Let me know below.